Welcome back to Earth Defense Force 2017. After taking a sojourn to the mountains, singing Yodel-a-hee, 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 who? We're checking out today among our new swag, the Volcano 3W Burst rocket launcher with an impressive A+ rating.
Though.
We're going to use it again because it rocks my socks. Triple-barreled.
Trident rocket launchers, Mr. Cloud.
A 1.5 second reload time. That means I still have time to scratch my sack.
Alright, so what else are we... the Stringer? Oh, it's a piercing sniper rifle. Okay. Unfortunately, that probably isn't going to help us out that much here.
There may be targets behind the targets. There may be targets behind the targets behind the targets. We'll hit them all.
You must destroy the mothership and its defense units.
Right, just destroy the mothership because this game, you know how this game's been rolling. Just because it tells you there's a Tyrannosaurus mech does not mean that you're going to take out the giant robot dinosaur. Just because there's a giant walking fortress doesn't mean you're going to cripple it and make it just the fortress. The game wants to warm you up to these epic encounters. Does not necessarily mean that you're going to follow through on that which you're pursuing in furtherance of an introduction. Oh, but this freaking gun only has one bullet in a clip.
Yeah. So this
Oh my god.
And so this is what would in fact be considered a bolt action rifle.
This is like Revolutionary War era of slow.
Yeah.
Switch to rocket launcher time.
Don't destroy the hospital! Dang it, Cloud, you destroyed the hospital!
I'll blow up a hospital. And I did. Because my gun was wicked slow. The reload time frustrated me. I realized I really just want to shoot. But I can't. Because I'm too busy reloading. Although it did take out that walking Hector pretty quickly.
It was 3 shots though, and we know for certain that the Lysander would almost certainly only have done it in 2.
Watch out for incoming plasma. I know there's a mothership in the sky. I'm sorry, my crotch is in the way. Yeah, take down the gunships.
We've not seen.
We'll take down the building
yet,
first.
though.
I might be able to see now that the building is out of the way. All right, hold still now.
Okay, now we're being fired on by the gunships. There they are.
Yay, gunships. Blast them out of the sky with our bolt-action musket reload technology.
Except we're actually using the Volcano 3W Burst.
Don't upset the volcano.
Oh,
ooh, that was shiny.
It's throwing a spawner at us, right? No, that's not a spawner.
Oh, man. That's a massive proboscis you got there. I think I remember this mission, which is why I'm backing the hell away, like, immediately. Do not get in the blast radius of that fucking laser. It took me a couple tries to realize when it fires, that is. And any second now. They give you lots and lots of time to back away.
Right? So we're doing the Independence Day laser, right?
Yeah, that scream that we just heard, that would have been you. Again, and again, and again, and a fourth time, until you figure out that it is physically impossible to survive that laser. It will take your health down to 0. So get away from the blast radius as soon as you can. As soon as you see that the mothership has become sexually aroused, you are to escape immediately before it ejaculates all over your afternoon. And there it goes again. You know, you've played games where, like, the game keeps killing you because you don't understand what it is you're doing wrong. And you find out that it's actually very simple. But you feel silly because you still had to sacrifice lots and lots of minutes in order to learn that.
Honestly, from here, Mr. Cloud, I would probably have backed out and just switched my weapon loadout, because although the Volcano 3W burst is actually relatively good against the heavier hitting targets here, the heavier hitting targets here aren't actually one of the bigger things that we have to worry about, and the Stringer just isn't good. Like, being able to punch through multiple targets sounds like it would be really useful, specifically when we have a different level of targets here.
Boink.
But, like, we've only actually taken advantage of its rail properties like twice, and even then, we didn't kill multiple units with it. So,
well, it was nice that we gave it a shot. We're not going to be ignorant. They're like, oh, how good's this one? Says my couch potato partner next to me, who is only just getting up to speed with the numerous amount of hours I've been playing Earth Defense Force 2017 on the Xbox 360. To which I say to that person, I don't know, I never tried it. How would you give it a try? It's trying to learn something. You know, it's a game. You can't learn unless you try. You try, and then you can tell me.
but Mr. Cloud, you've already owned the game for several years, but at this point, you're supposed to remember what most of the weapons do.
Most of them. That's like that. I tell you, man. Asking me to remember what weapons do in this game is like asking me to remember like what the Borderlands weapons do.
Oh, come on! For the most part, the border weapons, aside from the special / unique ones, all function according to their class types.
So you're saying that we have to? It's more important that you learn class types than actually learning the weapons.
For Borderlands specifically, yes. Whereas in this game, the weapons class type doesn't really determine how it performs, just how its theme is executed. Like the Stringer is actually is themed appropriately. It's a very slow loading bolt action piercing sniper rifle. The problem with that is that because it's got a very slow reload on it, it's not actually useful. And then our burst rocket launcher is actually a mid-range weapon, even though we're trying to use it as a long-range weapon.
You know, it's. I mean, I hear you that the Stringer definitely leaves much to be desired, but just hear me out. That a lot of times you can mitigate problems with weapons by giving yourself a good complementary sidearm.
Yes.
For example, fire one shot with the Stringer, and then instead of waiting for the half hour it takes to reload the weapon, switch to your other weapon and continue shooting. Actually, that's the Call of Duty way of keeping a fight going, is don't reload your weapon because it's faster to switch to a sidearm.
Yes, but in this game we're not having to deal with the immediate fire potential of other players. We have to deal specifically with the less threatening potential of other NPC targets. And for the other NPC targets, although switching your weapon is definitely much more viable, you still need to have a dependable sidearm for it. For the Stringer, I'd argue that the dependable sidearm would be an outright replacement with the AF-16.
Wait. Stringer. Oh my! It's because you're stringing kills just by using. Oh. Those sky graphics really do not like the mothership. Cool story, lady. I'm out of teammates right now, so that means nobody could possibly stop me except myself from getting all these items around. And now we move to the ooh piece of candy phase of the game.
There we go. In the next episode, I think we're actually going to be prepping for the mothership fight some more.
It's the mothership. It's the mother of all encounters. And for the love of God, you better learn quickly. Stay clear of that giant laser, everybody. And we'll see you next time on Earth Defense Force 2017.